Welcome to a Raw Female Biddy edition.
No guests, just a quick dose of Kris and Allie. Okay, so I'm wondering how many of our audience members know this game, Would You Rather?
Oh my gosh, I can tell you right now I'm going to be thrown under the bus.
Well,
this is Raw Biddy where you have no shame for me.
No.
And you're going to throw me right under the bus.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put it out there right now. I'm going to be misrepresented, but I'm going to go along with it.
I think you're going to get to the end of this and go, no, that's probably fair.
Okay, fine. Let's see.
So you guys, everybody knows out there, would you rather? Like, would you rather have a beach vacation or a mountain vacation? Yeah, whatever. Fine. Okay. So we know the general gist of the game. Yeah. So we decided in our family to take it up a notch. And this, my sister actually led the charge on this. So let me set the stage. So Kris goes to her annual gyno, but this was, I don't know how many years ago. She goes to her annual gyno appointment and she comes back.
I was in advocating mode.
You were in advocating mode, but she comes back and I'm in the kitchen. Yep. This happens a lot, by the way. It's me solo with just my sister and her husband, because the three of us have known each other since I was like 10 or whatever. So it's very natural. So she comes in and I said, how was your gyno? And she said,
indignant.
She says, it was fine. And I'm like, bring it. There's more. So she proceeds to tell us like, hey, I go to the gyno, I get my regular exam, my PAP, right? And most of us know what that entails, but Kris,
they didn't give me an anal. I'm cutting to the chase. They didn't give me the anal.
Probe her anally. And on the serious note, this is a great question, and we should have a gastro person.
We will get a follow-up on protocols.
In the interim, let's have some fun with my sister. So Dave and I are looking at her as she goes on and on and on about how she really wanted the anal and she really wanted to know what was going on down there.
Well,
but wait, let me finish. So she asks the gyno like, hey, what gives? Aren't you supposed to be doing the anal too? And I'm not even going to go there where the gyno was, because I think you did get your anal in the end. And I think it is part of your it's part of a regular exam, but it's not every time. Well, okay. So fast forward to Dave and I created a game called Would You Rather? And we would play it in front of my sister, which would be, Dave, would you rather have a piece of chocolate cake or an anal exam at the gynecologist's office? And Dave thinks about it for a while. I'll take the anal. And so
what Dave would say is, I'd take the cake, but we know what Kristen says. She wants the anal.
I'll take the anal.
And the answer was always, Kristen wants the anal.
Kris wants the anal.
Do you want to go to Bora Bora or get an anal?
We know what Kris wants.
She'll take the anal.
The sad thing about our family is that not only did this play out with the three of us, but then it slowly made its way into general population.
Well, and it's doing that now. And now I have this reputation
we have a big
for being
footprint out there in podcasting that we can.
No, but can I just explain to our listeners? It's not that I love an anal. It's that if I'm going to be probed at the gyno, just probe all of me and let's get it over with it.
I'm sorry. That's not what this was. You were on a thing. You were stuck in a loop, because you get this where you're like, I need to do some research on how many times you're supposed to get that every 2 years, what the deal is. And so I think you had gone into that appointment with the expectation that all your orifices were going to be covered, and you were disappointed when you left. But to put a finer point out, we will have a gastro, Ani. We will get to the bottom of that.
But in the meantime, I want to circle back just before we bow out of this horrific Raw Biddy. I do want to say that this is, again, file this under stigma, that who's advocating for an anal? Really? Who's doing that?
Yes,
we should be doing that.
Agreed. We should be doing that. Because I feel like
it's a hot potato that's being passed from your general practitioner to your gyno.
True. I don't know who's in charge of that. And so you wanted to take charge of your own anus, and that was playing out along the way. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Raw Female Podcast and join our mailing list at rawfemale.com.